You can go around, you see if you've just finished a piece of furniture, so a little ding or a little nick here or there, you can just run it, there's a scratch there, and just run across it wherever you see a little nick or a ding. So lots of little techniques combined with long, nice strokes. Now I feel like getting a little bit blunter again. It's still pretty sharp, but the secret of this method of sharpening it is not to let it get very blunt before you reinstate that very sharp edge. So again, I go back with the strop and I rub back that little burr that I'd created. Rub it back again, both sides, keeping it absolutely flat. Then back to steadying myself here. One stroke and I'm sliding across the top of the blade in that way, and I feel this little burr all the way up the toe. Turn it around and once more, and I've got the same thing. And we're off again with a very, very sharp tool. Now, the biggest thing in the use of this is the handling technique, the way in which it's held. What all these other tools and chisels that we're using, or the planes, which is what this is, it's producing a shaving. All the planes were held at a very specific angle to do their job properly. Now your hands are becoming the device for holding this at a very specific angle. And if I can demonstrate it, that's it cutting. Now I'm not going to move my arms or hands at all, I'm just moving my body. And this is the best way to learn how to use it. Don't try using your hands. Just use them as I'm moving my thumbs. I'm moving my thumbs along the bottom edge like this, changing the position. Then the middle, then the left, then the other side, so you can see how much control I have. And then again that side, and moving along towards the middle as I progress through the cuts. And the handling technique is very important. I'm holding it like this, these fingers are on the top, the thumbs are right on the very bottom. Sometimes the thumbs are running along the wood. And a slight bend on it. As I start the stroke, I slightly bend and lean in, and then I can stay in that position. It's going to take a lot of practice to get the hang of this, but it's going to be time very, very well spent. And cleaning up big surfaces like this is about the toughest use you're going to put the scraper to. Next, I suppose, is this kind of job. And the scraper doesn't care what direction the grain's going, so I can work my way all the way across that awkward bit where we had to change of grain, and even run up against the grain. Scraper is a wonderful tool. And there we go, a lovely, smooth, flowing surface. And this is the type of job where the scraper really excels. I'm cleaning up the ladders of a chair back that's been glued up. Here I'm taking off the sharp edge. Careful to work with the grain all the time. The front face has been cleaned up, and now I'm removing this sharp edge, and the scraper just flies through this type of work. And here I'm cleaning up a top rail of the chair. Notice how the scraper is used towards and away from me. The amount of force required to work this type of job is minimal, and it's very easy. Slightly different handling techniques are required, but if you can clean up a flat surface, you'll find this very easy.